Hey, hi, hello and welcome to Leo's Little Budget. My name is Leo and this is my cash budgeting channel. In today's video I have just about the tiniest top up that I could possibly be doing. We've got a whole £3 to be adding to our coin collection challenge binders today. And I'm feeling all the things today. I usually would be filming a video today of me topping up things like my emergency fund and my travel binder, but it's not to be this week. My job that I do that I take the money from to stuff into these binders, I'm unable to do this week because my eldest kiddo is poorly. I've worked all week in my regular job, in my PAYE job, and I've only had one sale this week in my small business as well. So it's been a bit of an unusual, wobbly, rough week, and I thought I could have waited to stuff this. Oh, excuse me. I could have waited to stuff this this £3 until next week, but I thought I'll still do it and I'll use it as a chance to just have a little bit of a chat. I've been saying to my husband for a while now that I wanted to just have a little chat about all the things that people don't really talk about when you start cash stuffing, and that, like, there's such a big change in your way of thinking that you have to make, that actually it can be really, really difficult, and I'm really struggling with that. I have said before that I come from a place of low and variable income, which makes it really difficult to plan for the week to week. I can't set my cash stuffing out in the way that everybody else does, in that sort of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 breakdown, because it just doesn't work for my income. My employed job is in hospitality, and hospitality is in a really weird place right now, full stop. It's a non-essential spend for people, the same as my small business, and we're really sort of seeing it at the moment with bookings and our centre not being open for 2 days a week currently, which has never been a thing before. So there's the stress from that. My small-time business, which it used to be my full-time job, my self-employed business, it used to be my full-time job, and it has just dropped so substantially that I can't, it's just a side hustle now. It's not a full-time business at all. It's not even a part-time business, I would say. It's just a little side hustle. So I'm feeling all the things. So the fact that I've only got £3 to go in today due to something that's out of my hands is, it is what it is. But I'm just finding everything really difficult at the moment. Like, I can't top my emergency fund up. I actually need to spend out of my emergency fund because this week has been so slow, and I was relying on the wage that I would have had from today to pay for things that I need over the weekend, like it's my mum's birthday, over the Easter bank holiday weekend, and I'd left her present until I would have had today's wage, because I've also had my daughter's birthday this month as well. And although I save for birthdays, like for my kids' birthdays, I take the 2 months before their birthdays, I take £100 out of each month's wages and put that straight away ready for birthdays, so that they've got money for presents and a party, or for going and doing something. Now, yes, I could cut that back and we don't have to go and do something, but I didn't as a child. I didn't have a birthday party. I think the only time I can ever remember having a birthday party was my 16th birthday. And I don't want that for my kids. So it sort of is an essential for me. Sorry, someone's just knocked on the door. Sorry about that. That was my children being knocked forward to see if they'll go out and play. So not having a party for me is quite a big thing, and I want to be able to do that for my kids. So I do plan for that. Sorry, that's really knocked me off kilter. What was I saying? Yeah, so I can't cash stuff for like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and it's the same with my husband's income. So my husband is also self-employed, and he's paid daily by some people, he's paid like weekly by some people, paid monthly by some people. So it doesn't work to sit down and do like a budget in that way that other people would work. Also, that's his income, and he's entitled to use that income however he wants to, or plan it out in whichever way that he wants to. And this this budgeting channel for me is about me paying off my debts. So it feels a bit like it's difficult. Yeah, it's just difficult. I've lost all train of thought. So yeah, so we've got £3 to go into coin challenges today, and I am still going to stuff them so that we can have this chat while we're going. I only save 2 sets of coins. I save my 50p's. Well, that's a lie. I only track 50p's and pound coins because my small change all just goes in a pot, and then if we go to the seaside or anything like that, we just take it with us to use for the arcades. I don't actually need to take that out, do I? So the only coins that I save and track are my 50p's and my pound coins. And the reason I don't do it with £2 coins is because they generally go straight into my travel binder. We are a family that does like to travel. We home educate, and yeah, again, another thing that I didn't do as a child, and so something that I want for my children. I do, like I said, I use this channel to, oh, that's the wrong pen. Like I said before, I am not that, if you're looking for the aesthetic person, it's not me. Yeah, we do like to travel. Like I said, yeah, my level of, like, this channel is to help me pay off my level of debt. My level of debt is currently somewhere around £7,000, between business and personal, and we're working through it. I only started cash stuffing in February. We've already managed to pay off 1 debt in full, and I set myself a goal every month for different things, and at the moment it's to pay an extra £50 an extra £50 each off of 2 different debts. And we have paid just over £50 on one of them and £10 towards another, and I do have another £7 to go towards the second one as well. So I think this month I've just got to sort of remind myself of that. That's what I was saying. I'm going to have to actually take out of my emergency fund today as well, I think. Hopefully I won't have to. And that is what it's there for, but it just feels a bit, I don't know. People don't talk about how difficult the mental side of starting this is, and being forced to sort of actually take a look at yourself and your spending habits and the things that you've been doing to get yourself into this position. It's a big adjustment, like mentally, and getting out of those habits of spending for, so I'm definitely somebody who spends for a dopamine hit. My love language is treating other people, and that's often at detriment to myself, I would say. So I've had to relook at that and trying to find a way of sort of find that dopamine hit from somewhere else. I would say I have undiagnosed ADHD, so that dopamine hit is also quite important to me. But yeah, it's been a bit of a difficult week. This has been a bit of a rambly video, and I didn't intend it to be. I wanted it to be like quite a well thought out chat with you about how I was feeling right now and the difficulties of starting, or the difficulties of continuing, I should say, because it's not, the starting bit wasn't so bad. It's when you get a couple of months down the line and you realise that you really need to take a good hard look at yourself, your spending habits, your like tracking things, and then making adjustments, and it's making those adjustments that are the most difficult. And I think knowing that we go away in, I think, 56 days or something like that, and I'm potentially not going to get anywhere near the money that I wanted to get saved for sort of all the variables, because my income is going to be so sporadic. And then it's that thing of knowing that there are other ways to make an income, but it takes time to get those things doing. And I've seen it with my small business. Sometimes you feel a lot like you're spending a lot of time doing something to try and get an extra income in, and it just isn't doing it. So then you're spending a lot of time like working at your fullest mental capacity and not showing a return on that. And that's like, it's so hard. I've like I said, I've come from a place where I have a business that was my full-time income for a while, and now it's dropped down to less than a part-time income, because it's a non-essential spend. And it's the same with this. I'm trying to like, I really would love to get this, like, my YouTube channel to a point where it can be monetized, so that, again, another extra bit of income every month. The more income I can bring in, the quicker I can pay some of my debt off, and more importantly, the quicker I can get my month ahead completed. Every time I sort of seem to get towards that first £100, something happens and I end up back sort of like with about £20 in month ahead, which it's finding that balance between getting month ahead sorted and then trying to get some of the debt payment paid off, because although my total debt is around £7,000, my interest rates on some of those debts are really high. So then you're sort of in a position where you're almost in a persistent debt, because you're paying, like, most of what you're paying off is just paying interest. It isn't clearing the balance. So I need to find a meet in the middle point where I'm doing both of those things, so that I can see the numbers going up in my savings, but down on my debt. And yeah, like I said, I'm really struggling with that. I'm going to leave that there for today. We are out this afternoon because it was my daughter's birthday last week, so we're out with family today. I'm hoping that next week will be a better week. Fingers crossed. People are shopping over the bank holiday weekend, and I get some sales come in on my page. I am setting up like an Etsy shop and that will run alongside this channel and my Instagram as well. I've got two big things in the works at the moment. One is a Christmas in July box, which is completely planned out, and I have started making the first couple of challenges. And then bear with me again. Sorry, that was the dog again. Yeah, so the first thing is a Christmas in a July box. Everything is planned out. I've started making the challenges. It's going to come with I think 10 different challenges, and they're all quite different from each other. I'm going to do 2 different versions of the box. I think I'm going to do a deluxe box, or 3 different versions: a deluxe box, a regular box, and then a download only option. And then the other thing that I have in the works is sort of a budgeting for beginners box as well. So fingers crossed I will have those live in my Etsy shop shortly, as well as a couple of other standalone challenges and a challenge binder that if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll have seen me done before, which is my cheer one. And I'm also going to do a dance version of that of that binder as well. So yeah, hopefully they'll be ready soon. And again, that's another income stream that I can add. If you have got to the end of this video, all I can do is say thank you. I appreciate it. If you could hit that subscribe button for me as well, that would be amazing. And I will see you in the next one, which hopefully could possibly be on Monday or Tuesday. And hopefully we will be able to top a couple of those binders up. If you have got to the end of this video, can you leave me some sort of happy emoji in the description box for me? And I will see you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.